This is going to be one classy racer. Hi everybody, and a warm welcome back to Maple Leaf Customs in Switzerland. I'm Andrew, and on the bench today is a 1:64 scale Hot Wheels Cadillac Project GTP Hypercar. I never knew Cadillac was into such stuff. Pretty cool though. This casting depicts the Project GTP version of the V-Series.R when initially launched. I like how it's already dressed out in all black with gold trim, and I'm going to retain that look, but add a few more accents. I see a wheel upgrade in the future and some custom racing decals. Got a kind of a space-age look to it, doesn't it? Two-seat racing interior. It's a plastic base. Off come the original plastic wheels, but I do bag them and tag them and put them aside for future consideration. And I load up a little plastic bin so nothing goes missing over the next couple of days. Wikipedia tells me that the Cadillac V-Series.R, originally known as the Cadillac V-LMDh and colloquially as the Cadillac GTP, is a grand touring prototype race car constructed by Italian race car manufacturer Dallara for Cadillac for endurance racing. Styled by Chris Mikalauskas, the V-Series.R is powered by a 5.5-liter Cadillac LMC55R V8 mated to an Xtrac P1359 7-speed sequential and a Bosch hybrid system. I think all that translates into really fast. It was designed to conform to LMDh regulations and competes under the GTP category in the IMSA SportsCar Championship and the Hypercar class in the FIA World Endurance Championship. Even though I took the time to strip this down to bare metal and prime it, the base coat going back on first is high gloss black, just like the original was, except without all the gold trim. I do a quick airbrush cleaning for a color change to do a violet fade on top of the black, but only on the nose and a little bit of the cockpit roof. Fade number 2 is metallic gold on top of violet. Coming soon on Maple Leaf Customs, you're going to see a Mercedes AMG GTR, a pair of Ford GTs in 2 different scale sizes, the February 4 Horseman build on a rat rod theme, and as a primer for my all Porsche build-off, a barn find, and then, count 'em, 5 custom Porsches. That's my YouTube channel birthday, and I hope you'll join in. So the gold on violet on black fade dried up overnight and ended up looking a little bit more like a mottled brown that I didn't care for. So this is a do-over. Without stripping the car again, I'm going to try green on top of the messed up violet and gold. Actually, that covered beautifully. Metallic gold again, but this time on top of the green. Oh, much nicer. But I will wait to see how that dries before I proceed. Today's community shoutout goes to the YouTube channel Gabby's Garage. I've been following Gabby for some time now, and I hope you follow up on these weekly shoutouts that I do, because that'll introduce you to a lot of new builders, expands our community, and helps out another content creator and customizer. I did have a reason for doing a gold on green fade, and that's so that I could match it with the Rolex brand. Cadillac and Rolex together was meant to be, so they're the main sponsor in this fantasy livery that I'm making up as I go. These are ghost white blanks that will serve as the base for some racing numbers. Cadillac emblems go on the side. This is recognizable. A little more Rolex featured here. And if there's ever room left to spare, then I'm going to put a Bosch decal on. I hit all four corners with the Rolex crown logo. And finally the racing number. 4 is always an homage to my all-time favorite hockey player and childhood hero, Bobby Orr. Canadian viewers will recognize that name. Notice the ghost white blanks are ever so slightly larger than the racing rondos, so that leaves me a nice white edge all the way around and stands out on the black background. One of the final applications is filling in the Cadillac emblems with a colored overlay. I'll let these dry up overnight before I hit them with some clear coat to seal them in tomorrow. Hot Wheels made a kind of a different chassis for this one with this oval insert. I taped that off so it will remain black, and I hit the rest with the same gold metallic that I used on the fade on the nose of the Cadillac. And also these air vents that will show through when the body is set down on top. There's usually just enough room for an MLC channel logo. And now for a new set of wheels. I'm using just the rubber coating from a standard paper clip as axle holders. My axles are household straight pins with a little bit of glue that catches on the inside but leaves them as brilliant rollers. These are Samad wheels, and I'm sure they've got exactly what you're looking for your next custom. Use the promo code MAPLELEAF at checkout, and they'll put in a couple of little extras for you. As a rule, I put 2 coats of clear lacquer on top of my builds, again making sure the decals are thoroughly dried first. There you can see a couple of the highlights I did on the air vents, new wheels, repainted chassis, and it's all ready to go back together. I do regular dry fits throughout the process of every restoration. In this case, that was to ensure that the new lowered ride height was going to be fine, and it is. so I can confidently button this one up with a couple of Phillips head 256 size self-tapping screws. It's a racer, so it's gotta be a roller. Let's have a closer look. I hope you'll agree that the combination of Rolex and Cadillac speaks class. As does the gold on green on black. Those are Rolex colors. Taillights got done up. You can see how low slung it is now. Truly not exactly what I had in mind when I started, but that's how customs go. Pretty well all black in the beginning, and it was a cool looking hypercar. Now it's classy. The gold rim Samet wheels look just right on this one. The fade came out beautifully using a Gaahleri airbrush. I'm very happy with that. Muy bueno. I'll bundle this one up and be sure to give it away. My thanks to you for visiting my channel again today. I hope you'll come back soon and often. It's coffee time.